main reason why I went hitchhiking is because I had nothing else to do that summer. And so I said, fuck it, why not?
Well, I went to jail. I was kind of trying to figure out my life. I didn't really know where I was going, so I figured maybe I'd get some answers on the road.
We went to Albany. We took a train from Albany because we got kicked out of Boston. Yeah, I know. And so we got dropped off there, and it was late at night. And then we decided to take walking directions to his aunt's house in Saratoga Springs, which isn't that far away. And a big storm started rolling, but we didn't really think anything of it. And we started walking into like the ghetto, and we took some wrong turns. And then we were in somewhere where there was people chilling on the streets with little kids running around. It was really scary. And some like big black dude on a bike came up to us, and he was like, "Yo, you guys shouldn't be in this area, blah blah." He walked us back to safety. And then later that night in Albany, we had to chill in the bus depot because we got kicked out of the hotel. And some other big black dude came in. I guess he was like caught smoking weed by a security guard, and they tried to kick him out. And he comes running back in, screaming and yelling, saying that he's gonna kill this kid because his father just died and he has no respect, blah blah. He's gonna come back with a gun, he's gonna kill him. So the cops come and take him away. And then some other Spanish dude comes in, and he's beat up real bad, like bleeding everywhere. And he's saying how I guess he like broke his back or something and got discharged from the hospital, but he's back in the hospital now, or wants to go back to the hospital, so the cops came again. So Albany was just kind of fucked up, scary place.
Probably when the heat index was like 120, and I didn't have that much water. I was just sitting in the sun baking for like hours, probably about 7 hours for a ride.
I don't remember exactly how long, probably like a week, but I don't really mind not showering because I don't shower that often anyway, so it was just really hot, so it was kind of gross.
Probably about a week. I was pretty grimy. I was real dirty. I mean, I slept on the ground a lot. People thought I was a bum and gave me some money for food, but I mean, it wasn't that bad.
I guess my favorite place we went was Asheville, North Carolina, which is like our final destination, kind of. Because I was supposed to go to college out there, but then I fucked up, so I couldn't anymore. And I guess it was just my favorite place because it's a great place to be. I have friends down there, and it just kind of like, I don't know, I got to go where I wanted to go for a little bit and chill there. So I didn't have to go to college, I could just chill.
You want me to go back?
Coming back home.
Coming back home was your favorite place?
I don't know, he might not be the most interesting person you met, but he's someone I spent the most time with for like a long period of time. This guy, for his name, he was Joe. He picked us up in like upstate New York in this beat up old ass Jeep, and he drives us down all the way to Maryland to his house. And on the way down, we're talking, he starts telling us his life stories, in and out of jail, and his family's in and out of jail, all this bullshit, and then he just whips out a bag of coke, and he's like, "You guys like to party?" Well, at first he thought we were cops, and then made sure we weren't cops before we got in his car. And then he just whips out a bag of coke, and he has Pat just like make lines and put it, and start holding the wheels. This guy could blow the lines, and he's giving us coke. And then he took us all the way down there. It was like probably a 5-hour drive. And then he let us go to his house, but we couldn't sleep there because I guess it wasn't his house, it was his parents' house. So we slept in a playground down the street. And then he let us come back and he made us this huge breakfast and packed us stuff and then drove us further on. So he's a very interesting guy. He's the one I I got to know the most.
Who's the most interesting?
I met this one dude. He only gave us a ride about like a gas station down the road, but his like great grandfather was second in command for Washington, and he used to like make shows and have like the doors and shit fly, and he had like photographic and like written down proof of shit.
For me, honestly, not really. I miss friends more than I miss home, like my actual home, but I guess friends are home too. But I mean, it was only 2 weeks. It wasn't like too bad.
After like 10 days, it kind of sucked not having any of my friends around and having the same person around all the time, but it's alright, I guess.
I brought like maybe one pair of pants, a dress, some shorts, some comfortable sneakers, a couple of pairs of shirts, and a journal so I can keep things, write things down so I can come read them later. And then that's pretty much it. Oh, and a canteen, like a big, almost like a camelback that goes in the backpack to me walking, obviously.
I know you don't like to wear shoes. Did you walk around barefoot a lot?
I walked around barefoot a lot, but not for like the long walks because I was like on the highway and stuff, and there was gross shit on the highway.
The most important thing about a knife, just because, I don't know, I kind of need a knife and it helped me out in a lot of ways.
What ways?
Well, some undisclosed things I used the knife for, but it also helped me open up a can of tuna, and just various cutting needs.
Well, I didn't really sleep much at all because a lot of times we were like sleeping behind dumpsters or in parking lots and it's sketchy. So we would only sleep one at a time. We wouldn't fall asleep unless we were like in a safe place. And I didn't really sleep that much, but I don't usually sleep that much because I have insomnia problems, so I could feel it.
Well, I didn't really sleep that much. I kind of just fell asleep in random places because if I was trying to sleep for the night, I was usually just on some like asphalt next to like McDonald's or some shit like that. I kind of fell asleep in a lot of the cars, but I don't know. I didn't sleep more than a couple of hours really.
I would go for a longer period of time, and I'd have a more set plan of where I wanted to go, just so I could get to a final destination instead of just kind of mosey around. And I would go to truck stops more, because truckers can take you far, and they're really nice and lonely instead of picking people up.
I'd go pure trucks. And I'd go real far. Didn't realize that until last day.
Where would you go? Where would your destination be?
Colorado, Washington, Oregon.
Pat got homesick, kind of bugged out, and then I wanted to stay without him. And I took like a whole night to decide whether I was going to stay or not. And then I realized it was not a good idea to stay by myself because I'm a little girl, so I came home.
Well, it's kind of going out for answers, and I really only got more questions. So I don't even really know if it was any bit good for me as it was destructive.
What was the craziest thing that happened to you on your trip?
Probably when I was trying to cop a dime bag in North Carolina. Some like crazy crackhead like intervened with a deal. We got beat for $10.